I didn't ask, so it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Stop.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do?
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It got his man complete.
That's good.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
On the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark. And
the defense able to recover, batted free. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and 1 from the 2. Here's Bridgewater. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
It's now third down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. To throw, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Check 26, check 26.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 52 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. With 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. from the gun. Here's Brissett. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going to look deep here for Ward. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
What we got? 58, boys, 58.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run with McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This is Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 35. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
a well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
The 4-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, second and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
At 10. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Bears.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, a run with Cohen. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 27-yard line.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he stopped immediately there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Bridgewater now. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete.
That's good.
A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Bridgewater on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Eddie Goldman with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Bears.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 27, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The sack by Robert Quinn.
It's now 3rd and 8.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Brissett. He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by K-Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Brissett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a... Very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On the play, but it brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the eye. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. The Delta.
This is McCaffrey. He finds some open field here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Brissett looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Allen Robinson.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. And Shaq Thompson here with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Bridgewater to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Bridgewater. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 87, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal.
And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football.